Hello YouTube, this is iDeNoh. I'm here bringing you another episode of Advanced Redstone Circuits. So last time I showed you guys how to make a decoder for the memory that I showed you. Today I thought what I'd show you is a little device that I came up with called a buffer. This is the single cell right here, and let me just show you how it works. So its primary function is just to be a bus. It should never interfere. It shouldn't add too much delay to the line. Obviously, you're going to add delay no matter what you do, but, you know, it's a decently fast line straight through. The only time it'll ever be used is if whatever you're sending the data into is currently busy, simulated by this right here. It should take that value and temporarily store it until this is no longer busy, and then send it on its way. In one bit, it doesn't look very impressive, but you can see over here I have it set up in a bigger fashion, and you can watch me send the values down. And you'll have to excuse me. This video is going to be kind of short. I'm going to show you exactly how to build the device, but I've already recorded this video once, but for some reason it will not render for me, so I get to redo it. But watch here, I'll show you guys the stacking that happens. So value goes down to the first line. I have it disabled so it's not going to send out to the serial decoder, but send another one. It should stack in the first available one. There it goes. And then again, next one, next one. Okay, yeah, so you can see it just stacks the value. If I had different data being input, it would show different data on there, but you can see it sending the value. It's not going to reset because it's the same value every single time, but you can see it just bumps the data value down one every single time. Yeah, I'm not going to show you how to build this whole thing. This is just a serial decoder, like I showed you over there, and this is a serial encoder with a few modifications to it. It has some RS-NOR latches built into the sides here that are used to store the value until it's done being sent out of the encoder. And then once it's done going out of the encoder, it's the line that passes along here goes up here into this, and then into a reset line which resets the RS-NOR latches. And I'll show you how to actually start the whole process. So you have the way to build it is this. You've got over here. So it starts off with a simple RS-NOR latch, like that, with a few modifications. And I'll explain all these parts once I'm done. And this is actually primarily the bulk of the whole device. So the RS-NOR latch is here. And then you have this block here, which leads into here. While there's nothing stored in it, it will, while this line right here is lit, it won't let anything past. Okay? Now, once it goes past, you have to reset the RS-NOR latch. So, put this here, bumps it up, and resets. Alright, so once that's done, you have to send the data through. So, this right here would be the first block of this one right here. The next one anyway. So from here we have to detect when there's actually something stored in this one, or this RS-NOR. So you put a repeater there and a repeater there. These need to be set to 2 ticks, otherwise it's too fast and the data gets corrupt. So give me just a moment. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, then you go like this. Now this ensures that whenever you have any of the buffer cells have data, no matter what. Don't know why I just did that. It's not going to send through until all of them show blank on this line right here. And this is actually the same thing that we're going to use to clock our serial encoder You just pull from that line right there, and when there's anything stored in these RS NOR latches, then yeah, that's when it will start up the monostable circuit, which gets the whole process going. Let's see here. There's really not a lot more that I can show you without building the entire thing again, which I suppose I can do. You know what? Here, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to... No, there's no reason to do that. I mean, it's really frustrating because I did a 25-minute video on building this and got it down to 22 minutes, but it's still incredibly frustrating. I guess for some reason when I was recording, the screen got resized somehow and was recording at like 1920 by 1028, and I think that was the issue. So I guess we'll just kind of explain all the parts here. So this, the timing on this one, these cannot be activated by anything other than a monostable circuit set to 4 ticks or 3 ticks. And the reason for that is they get torch burnout, or they just don't. These right here do not respond, to anything more than a 3 tick or less than a 3 tick pulse. So you have to have a monostable circuit going into these things, or it won't work. You could probably work up a system that would you only need one of them, but I didn't want to do that. So next, this needs to be set to 3 ticks, and these need to be set to 2 ticks each. Otherwise, the data gets corrupt as it passes along. When I first built it, I had the bottom one set to 1 tick each, and it only one of the bits came through. Just a moment. All right, next. Sorry. These right here, the inhibits. You only need one every 2 blocks because this block powers both of these. You can build one every single time. I didn't. It just was kind of wasteful to do it that way. But I mean, if you're stacking and using World Edit, it really doesn't matter. So if you see that and wonder why there's a space in between each one, it's because these blocks, this repeater going to this block powers both of these. So, what else is there? You wouldn't need to have this right here, this piston contraption. I just use this so I could stack up data, because the system's too fast to actually stack it up manually. So this would normally just be a line with Redstone on it going into the serial encoder. And obviously you don't need to use a serial encoder and decoder. I just wanted to show you guys it hooked up to something to give you a taste of what it looks like when it's in a system. I used a similar system when I built my router, and it's called MCTP. It uses a much larger version of the buffer cell that I did when I first came up with it. Let's see here. Yeah, you could easily hook this up to a memory system or anything like that. But I mean, it's a really nice and cheap temporary memory storage. It's very fast. So, let's see. I guess that's it for today. Again, I'm sorry about this video. It's a little bit late and it's a little bit not normal, what I normally do. But hopefully next time this won't happen. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you like the video, subscribe or leave a comment. I'm always open to suggestions on what I can do next. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of scratching the barrel here. But I will come up with something next week that will be pretty nice. I'm thinking what I might eventually end up doing is building a whole CPU, build a whole CPU in series, instead of just doing tutorials every single week, and show you guys what I would do to build the CPU. Hopefully it doesn't get to that too soon. I mean, I want to keep showing you guys some new things, and hopefully you guys learn things by coming to my channel. So, anyway, again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, rate, do whatever you want. I always enjoy those thumbs up. But, yeah. Peace.